Hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. So in this video, we are going to understand how to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Salesforce for fashion accessories and apparel business. So do you also run a business related to fashion accessories or apparels? Then this video is definitely for you. So over here, I'm running similar kind of business and we use IndiaMART to sell our products online. So now what I want is that as soon as a new lead is received from my IndiaMART account, I automatically want to add that same lead details to my Salesforce account too, so that my sales team can follow up quickly and efficiently. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between IndiaMART and Salesforce. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video, we are going to understand how to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Salesforce for fashion accessories and apparel business. So as you know that I manage a fashion accessories and apparel business, and we receive a substantial number of inquiries and leads through IndiaMART. So to streamline our lead management and ensure that we never miss an opportunity, I want to set up an automation that automatically adds new leads received and inquiries received from our IndiaMART account to my Salesforce account. This allows my team to have all the potential customer information, product requests, and follow-up actions in one place, enabling us to efficiently track potential customer and respond to their inquiries in timely manner. By automating this process, we reduce the manual data entry, eliminate errors, and ensure every inquiry is addressed promptly, improving our customer service and sales operations. So to do all of this, I have simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we're going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you're a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of hours free every month. But I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here. And as soon as we are going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So for that, I'm going to click on access now right over here, and as soon as we are going to click on access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we are going to click on this button which says create workflow, and now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here I want to save my workflow in this folder which says automations, and on my dashboard you can see multiple folders which I have created previously in order to save my workflows in. And if you wish to learn how to create a new folder or a subfolder, you can click on this hyperlink given right over here which says learn more. And now it is asking me for the workflow name. So I want the workflow name to be how to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Salesforce for fashion accessories and apparel business. And then we are going to click on create. And as soon as we are going to click on create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions for the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. And by this you can finally understand that the actions are response towards the command given by our trigger. And in order to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm going to select it as IndiaMART. So I'm going to look for IndiaMART right over here, and as you can see the same, so we are going to select it. And now it is asking me for the trigger event. So basically trigger event is the event on which the workflow will start or get triggered. So over here I want that as soon as a new lead is received, my workflow should be triggered or started. So as soon as we are going to select this, it has given me a webhook URL and some steps. So over here what we are going to do is first we are going to copy this webhook URL, and then we are going to follow these steps in order to connect our IndiaMART account with our Pabbly's workflow. So over here you can see that it is saying log into IndiaMART account, navigate to the lead manager section in the left tab, go to import export leads from the three dots, and then click on push API. So I'm going to follow the same. I'm going to open my IndiaMART account. So as you can see that this is my IndiaMART account, and now from the left side of the bar we have to go on lead manager, and as soon as we're going to open the lead manager, you can see three dots which says menus. You have to go on this and then import export leads and then push API. And as soon as we're going to come here, it is asking me to select the source. So here you can see that it is saying choose other in the select source option. So yes, we are going to do the same. For the source, we are going to select it as other, and as soon as we're going to select select the source as other right over here. It is asking me for the CRM platform name and the webbook listener URL. So again, in the help text, it is saying enter Pabbly Connect in the CRM platform name. So we are going to do the same. For the CRM platform name, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. And now it is asking me for the webbook listener URL. So we are going to paste the URL we copied from our workflow and then click on save details. And as soon as we are going to click on save details, it is asking me for the reason. Why do I want to shift my IndiaMART leads to any another CRM or application? So over here, I'm going to select the reason as I can easily assign my leads to my sales team and manage their performance. You can select any another reason too. So now we are going to click to generate OTP right over here, and now it has sent me OTP. So we are going to enter the OTP, and after entering the OTP, we are going to click on submit. And as soon as we are going to click on submit, yes, you can see integration live. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our IndiaMART account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now after connecting this, it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying now do a test submission / record. So what we have to do is we have to do a test submission or record. So you must be wondering how we are going to do this. So what we are going to do is I'm going to generate a dummy lead or a test lead in order to capture the response of that same lead, and then we are going to add that same lead details in our Salesforce account. So to do this, I'm going to open my another IndiaMART account which I've already created, and as you can see that this is the same account. So now what we are going to do is I'm going to look for the product or the service which we have recently connected with our workflow. So we're going to look for this IndiaMART account which we have recently connected. So I'm going to search for it, which is Magnet Brain Software Technology Private Limited. So I'm going to search for it right over here, and as you can see the same, so we are going to select it, and as soon as we are going to select it, over here you can see Pabbly Connect. So we are going to click on contact supplier right over here, and now it is asking me to write the message, which is it is saying to write the inquiry. So over here I'm going to enter the query message, which says I'm looking to place a bulk order of 1,000 pieces of leather handbags for my boutique chains across Mumbai and Delhi. Please provide pricing, available design and estimated delivery times. Also interested in discussing the custom branding options for the products. Location Mumbai, Maharashtra. And then we are going to click on submit, and now it is asking me for the GST number. So if you wish, you can definitely add a GST number right over here, but I don't wish to add so directly I'm going to click on submit. And as soon as we are going to click on submit, yes, it is saying your details have been sent to Magnet Brain Software Technology Private Limited. So yes, with this we have successfully did this test submission, and now what has happened is that IndiaMART has captured the details of our lead and sent it to our workflow. So I'm going to put my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the same response or not. And yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured response is, we are going to look for the response, and yes, you can see that it is saying subject requirement for Pabbly Connect free demo available. So you must be wondering that this was not the subject which we entered. So yes, over here I'm using a test IndiaMART account, that's why I've received a default subject. But if you're using a live IndiaMART account, you're going to receive the live details of your lead, but the rest of the lead details are same. Over here you can see the sender state, you can see the pin code. We are going to move forward. Over here you can see the lead email address. We are going to move forward. You can see the company, the city. Over here you can see the sender's address, product name, and over here you can see the message text. So yes, you can see that this is the same message which we entered, which says I'm looking to place a bulk order of 1,000 pieces of leather handbags for my boutique. So yes, you can see that we have successfully did this, and we have successfully received the response of the same lead which we submitted as a test submission in our IndiaMART account. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now we are going to move on towards our action step. So for my action application, I'm going to select it as Salesforce. So I'm going to search for Salesforce, and then we are going to select it. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as create lead, and then we are going to click on connect. And as soon as we are going to click on connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your Salesforce account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and then we have to click on this button which says connect with Salesforce. And as soon as we are going to click on this button right over here, you can see that it is asking me for some permissions. So I'm going to click on allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on allow Pabbly save, and as soon as we are going to click on allow right over here, yes, you can see authorization successful. We have successfully connected our Salesforce account with our Pabbly's workflow, and over here you can see that it is asking me for the last name, the first name, title, company, and many another details. So yes, we are going to enter all of these details one by one, but we are not going to enter these details manually, but instead we are going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step, and as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected IndiaMART as our trigger application. So we're going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So over here I'm going to give you an example that it is asking me for the last name, right? So let's suppose that we're going to enter the last name right over here manually by typing it like this. Then this will not change with every new response received because this is a static information and I have entered it manually. But if you are going to look for it in the previous response, as you can see, test lead. So this is the full name from my previous response. So just let's suppose that we are going to map this from the previous response, then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. And now as you can see that over here it is the full name, which is test lead, but it is asking me for the last name and first name separately. So what we are going to do is we are going to just split this full name into first name and last name. And to split this name, what we are going to do is we are going to add another action step between our trigger and action. And now for my action application, we are going to select it as text formatter by Pabbly. So it is a feature by Pabbly which helps you to format the text. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as split text and click on connect. And now it is asking me for the text to split. So again, we are going to map the name right over here, which is test lead. We are going to move forward. It is asking me for these separators. So it is saying enter the characters or word separators to split the text. For space add separator, use this. So yes, for me the space is the separator, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to copy it and then we are going to paste it right over here. And now it is asking me for the segment index. So we are going to select it as all and click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see that we have successfully split the full name into first name and last name. So now we are going to map these details only. I'm going to open my Salesforce. We're going to erase this last name. What we are going to do is we are going to open text formatter by Pabbly response, and over here we are going to map the result of that response. So for the last name we are going to map lead. For the first name we are going to map test right over here. And after mapping both of this, we are going to move forward. It is asking me for the title. So if you wish, you can definitely add a title right over here, but I don't wish to add, so I'm going to leave it as blank. It is saying company. So yes, we have the company name, so I'm going to map it. As you can see, the company name, which is Marketing Solutions, so we are going to map it. We are going to move forward. We're going to map the phone number. I'm going to look for phone in the previous response, and as you can see the same, so we are going to map it. We are going to move forward. It is asking me for the emails. We are going to enter the email of our lead. I'm going to look for email in my previous response, and as you can see, test@pabblytunes.com. So we are going to map it. We are going to move forward. It is asking me for website and description. So if you wish, you can definitely add these details, but these details are not the required details, so we are going to leave it as blank. It is saying lead source. We are going to keep it as other. It is saying status. We are going to keep it as open, not contacted. It is saying rating, so we are going to keep it as warm. And now it is asking me for the street. So if you wish, you can definitely add these details, but this is not the required, so I'm directly going to move on towards the city. I'm going to map the city of my lead, and as you can see, Bhopal, so we are going to map it. We're going to map the country too, so I'm going to look for country in the previous response, and as you can see, IN, so we are going to map it. And after mapping all of these details, we are going to click on save and send test request. And as soon as we are going to click on the save and send test request button, yes, you can see that we have successfully received a positive response, that we have successfully added all of these details in our Salesforce account. So now with this, what we have to do is I'm going to open my Salesforce account and check for the details added. So I'm going to open my Salesforce account. We're going to go on leads right from here, and as you can see, a new lead added, which is test lead. So I'm going to open it right from here, and yes, you can see the same lead details. You can see the name, you can see the company, you can see the lead status, you can see the lead source, you can see the phone, the email, and the rating which we entered. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and I'll just summarize this workflow for you once. So for the trigger application, we selected IndiaMART. For the trigger event, we selected new leads. For the action application, we selected text formatter by Pabbly and Salesforce, because I wanted that as soon as a new lead is received from my IndiaMART account, automatically the details of that lead should be added to my Salesforce too, so that my sales team can follow up quickly and efficiently. This automation allows my team to have all the potential customer information, product requests, or follow-up actions in one place, enabling us to track potential customers and respond their inquiries by timely manner. By automating this process, we reduce manual data entry, eliminate errors, and ensure every inquiry is addressed promptly, improving our customer service and sales operation. So yes, this was it for the video, and over here you can see that we were successful with our workflow too. And as soon as we are going to receive a new IndiaMART lead, we don't have to come back and again to our workflow and click on save and send test request. This workflow will run in backend and work perfectly fine without any manual efforts. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.